Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Just kidding, guys. I realize that a lot of my videos end up being in the dark because that's the times I tend to feel the most inspired to actually take a video. Lately, I have not been wanting to take videos because I don't know. I had this I'm burning some sage, guys. I had posted this video this one night and I got this weird fucking negativity from people just putting their negative ass shit on me, and it was just honestly, it kind of made me feel like I don't want to do my channel anymore. And but at the same time, I worked through that and I was like, okay, I'm feeling better, and didn't let it get to me anymore. And lately, I just don't know, I just have not enjoyed creating for my channel in the same way that I normally have in the past. So I've just, you know what, if I'm not gonna enjoy it and it doesn't bring me joy, I generally am just like, I don't want to do this. So that's why I haven't really been posting, guys. But tonight I felt a little bit inspired to share. Hopefully, I actually post this. But anyway, y'all, I have been working with my heart, my heart chakra, really heavy for a while now. But I feel like when I moved out of Arizona, I was in such a dark place that coming here and experiencing so much peace in comparison to where I was at was just so exhilarating. And once it kind of became normal and normalized to just be experiencing that type of peace here, um some of the deeper issues inside of my heart started coming back up again. So I'm in the process of getting on Medicaid out here so I can get into therapy. Please wish me well with that, guys, and wish me to get into that soon, because to be honest, I really need somebody to talk to. And while I'm thoroughly enjoying the friendships and the relationships that I am actually creating out here, which is not many, and I still do spend most of my time by myself outside of work. While I'm enjoying that, there's definitely been this loneliness that's been creeping up, and I'm just kind of realizing I really don't have many people to talk to. And I know some people out there have literally nobody to talk to, and it can be a really sad feeling to just be like, I just really need people in my life that I feel like I can talk to. And so yeah, that's why I'm trying to get a therapist. It's a paid friend, basically. Yay! But yeah, tonight I was working in my heart space. Working in my heart space. And I've been feeling just random bouts of waves of sadness, and I will just all of a sudden I'll just start crying, feeling all this stuff. And so tonight I put on some healing music, some frequencies for the heart chakra, and I just tried to lay there and sit with whatever was going on inside of my heart, and the anxiety and the fear and all the things that have been rising up inside of me. And spirit's like, hey, lay face down. So I'm just blocking out the light. I got my earbud in, and spirit's like, just imagine, remember what it feels like to feel loved. And I'm just what I go to is something that I have not actually experienced. It's this vision that I've had for a few years now, and it came to me when I was in a really, really dark place. I was very depressed and um just not doing so well in life a few years ago, and I just had this vision of me with my baggy little flannel and hoodie. I always have my baggy flannel and hoodie, guys. I have for the past 10 years. I always have the same one that I wear, and then when that gets too old, I switch it out to a new one. But I have Me walking into this room with my baggy flannel and hoodie, and the room is just filled with people. And I look like I've been through some fucking shit, and all these people just start cheering and hugging on me and being like, I love you. I'm so proud of you. And it was like this celebration of me. Like everybody there was there to celebrate me. And that's a feeling that I've never really experienced. Like, I've never had like a birthday party. I've never really done anything for my birthday. I would like go out to eat or something, generally, or I'd go out into nature, usually alone actually on my birthday. I have had a couple birthdays that I were just so amazing. I spent it only with like a couple people, a couple really good people, and I just remember being like, I think that this is the best birthday I ever had. But anyway, this is my vision of what it feels like to be loved is being surrounded by people that love and celebrate me and who see how far I've come and what I've been through and just believe in me and are proud of the person that I am despite my mistakes and my flaws. And recently, I think relationships have been a big part of my current part of my journey or whatever. I think relationships are always a part of it, and I think relationships have been such a big part of my life in a very heartbreaking way ever since I was really little. So recently, because I came out here to live with my dad, I've just been feeling like so much love and like acceptance, even though I've still been dealing with these bouts of anxiety and fear and still trying to hide parts of myself. And I think it feels a little bit like the first time that I got out of a psych hospital, um, for suicide watch, and it was the first time that it came out to my family that I was suicidal, and basically like about my about even having mental health issues. And it came out at the time as well. I just got out of abusive relationship of 2 years, and like all of this just came out at once, and I just remember just feeling like so seen, and all of a sudden it was just like everybody was just like, I feel like they didn't really know what to do or how to react, but I felt this type of love from being deeply seen, even though it was in a very dark place. And I think that that's kind of like what I'm re-experiencing here, because right before I moved here this time, I had been in the psych hospital again for the same thing, and my family knows about it. I'm pretty sure most of my family knows about this happening again, and now I'm here and I'm just like, I feel like I'm receiving a lot of love, but I feel so fucking lonely at the same time, guys. I'm struggling with it a little bit. I hope that was not a fly that I swallowed. Back to my little vision. Every time, ah, fire! Every time, every time that I imagine this, I cry. And I just started breaking down in my bed tonight and just like, I don't really know everything. I don't think I fully understand everything that's going on inside of me right now, or like how to fix it, or how to even necessarily work through it all, other than just like feeling it. That's kind of just how I deal with my shit when it comes up, is I just try to allow myself to feel it to the most extent possible, and that seems to help a lot. But right now, that's just how I'm feeling. That's where I'm at. Today, I wrote a poem about family and how important family was to me now, considering that, especially when I was in my teen years, I, for a large bit, kind of like completely disassociated from my family and disconnected from my family due to a lot of pain and just deep hurt and wounds. And I'm really grateful that I have worked through a lot of that. I don't talk to my mom right now, and I think that that is one of those wounds that I don't know. I'm not gonna go into that, guys, but I think I've just been around some people out here that have these really beautiful relationships and like family type dynamics that I honestly like. I think it's so beautiful, and I gotta admit, I feel jealous of it, and not jealous of it in like a hateful way at all. Jealous of it in a way that it like reminds me that like I don't feel like I have that. It's something that I want, and it's something that I've always wanted. Even just like talking about it, it's almost difficult to get it out because of how like deep and heavy it feels inside of myself. But I think I needed to film this so I could talk it the fuck out and maybe give you guys another video. Me processing my shit, my pain. With the job that I currently have, I don't really like it, guys. I work 4 days a week, 8 hours a day, and by my fourth day, I am like, I'm ready to leave. I'm so fucking tired of dealing with people, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, I don't even like being around people this much. But then I leave, and all I want is connection. And I've been kind of realizing that there is a massive difference between human contact and human connection. And I think that human connection feels so beautiful, and it seems to be something that I just like want more of and more of, while human contact without connection is just like, I'm just like, get the fuck out of my space. I don't want to be around you. And I think I'm just craving the connection aspect of humans, like, really deeply, and I have for a fucking while, guys. Like, I'm really grateful, though, that I live with my dad and his wife right now, and that I am creating relationships here, even if it's slow moving, and even if it's not a lot of people. I'm grateful to have that because my time in Arizona, I was there for about 10 months, and it broke me down on with the level of loneliness and aloneness that I felt there. And it's not that I didn't have friends or didn't make friends or any of that, like, but everybody had their own lives, and there were some people that I had connected with that I realized these aren't people that I want in my life. And to be honest, I will say I think most of the people that I met out there, I realized at some point I don't want these people in my life. Like, they don't feel good for me. They don't feel good for my fucking heart. Like, it hurts to be around you. And so that was just like kind of fucking painful, dude. That kind of fucking sucked. So I will say that I'm grateful for what I do have going on for me here with the aspect of connection, even though it's, I don't know, I'm not like, I don't tell my dad about the deep, darker things and the pain aspects as much. Like, maybe every once in a while, but we don't really currently have a relationship like that. And I miss friends. I miss friends. I miss having people to like just like call up at any point and just be like, "Hey, I'm coming over." Like, I don't know. I miss that. And I think that I don't think it's like that for everybody getting older, but maybe it is that the older you get, the less friends that you have. I've never really had a whole lot of friends. I've met a lot of people. I've had a lot of friend acquaintances. Never really had a whole lot of friends. And but it almost seems like the older you get, like it almost starts to feel harder to keep friends, to keep people in your life. And I've always struggled with that because of moving around and just my lifestyle and being homeschooled, and then whatever, like that was always kind of a part of it. And now it's just like, okay, I literally I don't think that I'm the only one who is guilty of this. I shouldn't even say guilty because it's not bad if you do this. But I literally Googled the other day how to find how to find new friends when you live in the middle of nowhere. And it's like popping up this shit like go to like a coffee shop or something like that. I'm like, we don't even have a coffee shop, bro. Like, what the hell? So I mean, people in my store a little bit here and there. I actually looked up because I live. Vegas is like the closest city to me, and I still live quite a little distance from Vegas. But I looked up. I was looking up uh poetry slams because I've actually been writing more poetry lately, strangely enough. That's a good sign. So it's like, at least, maybe if I'm not posting on here as much, at least I'm still creating. I still have some type of creative flow going on. And poetry is one of my biggest passions in life. It has been since I was a little girl. I think I started writing poetry when I was like 9 or 10, like very young. And it's just become such a big part of my life, and I've always wanted to go to like poetry slams and spoken word things, and cuz that shit, like, it really, like, it's so nice to connect with people and hear them speak it. And I would like to speak my poetry and spoken word as well. So I looked up some poetry slam spots, and let's just say, guys, I'm interested. I'm interested. I think that that would be a dope place to connect with dope people. So, do wish me well with that. Do wish me well with that, guys. I'm gonna find more ways to connect with more beautiful people, because while I am like, I feel like the older I've gotten, the less introverted I've become. I like my alone time. I like my space. I don't like people that I don't want to hang out with. I mean, I like them. I just don't necessarily want to hang out with everybody. But you know what? I need connection, y'all. I need connection, and I need some deep friendships and relationships, because that vision that I have for myself, I want that. I want that. I want the concept of, like, to me, like, walking into that room full of people, like, it's not all just like blood family, but to me that's like family. That's the people that choose to love and accept you, accept me for who I am, and they're there to celebrate me, and because they know me, they see me. So it's like this feeling loved is this feeling of deep connection with others to me. And so I want to create that for myself, guys. I've I've lost a lot of friends over the while. Just it seems to be an ever ongoing thing. And I'm just like, you know what? It's time. It's time. If I've outgrown a bunch of old connections, it's time for me to grow into some new ones. So, wish me well with that, guys. That's gonna be the end of my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please do like and subscribe. And I love you. And I believe in you. And yeah. Okay, guys. Love ya. Bye.